Good morning, folks. We're here to do a repair. If you recall, we posted a video where you can put a nut on the top and put a roll pin through the bolt hole, and then we weld the top of the nut to the pin sticking out of the trailer tongue jack. Well, what ended up happening is, I guess, repeated use, it actually broke the parent metal. You can tell looking in the old nut, there's still part of that rod in there while we twisted it off. So we are going to repair this and put another nut on there. So the first things first, we've got to cut this top off where it's all nasty. And then once we do that, we'll poke a new hole through it with a 1/4 inch drill. We've used a 1/4 inch roll pin. We'll pin it all back together and then we'll weld the top again. Good as new. Okay, first let's cut this off. So we're gonna get the grinder. You might want to come over here, that way you throw your sparks that way. And just try to level it off with the bottom of that hole. Okay, pretty good. Let's kind of clean this up, and we'll come back and we'll show you how we're gonna line up that hole. We'll have to take the grinder and just kind of take the burrs off of this and get this nasty piece off of there. All right, we'll be back in a minute. Okay, actually, we're gonna come back and we're gonna cut a slight angle all around here. We're gonna take that grinder and just kind of go around it like this on an angle. Change places, come over here and try to get this side of it. There, just like that. Now that should be nice and smooth.
Okay, but where did the metal?
Where we can take the nut, and the nut, see, will slip on top of it, just like that. Now what we've done, we've taken a nut, pre-drilled it already, and started our roll pin. So what we'll do is we're gonna basically kind of hold this in place, and we'll start our drill bit. Kind of like that. Okay, so let's make a couple of preparations and we'll be right back.
You're recording.
Okay, we've set this up, and what we did, we put us a washer underneath to kind of get us a spacing up and down. Now we'll start this drill bit through the hole we drilled in our nut, and then we'll slowly you just want to do it slowly to get a spot on the shaft. Now come around here, you're going to see now we've spotted the shaft. That's where we're going to drill it. And now we really don't need a washer on there anymore. So now we'll try to get this drilled through. Level,
Go down a little. Right there.
Okay, now as you get started, you want to try to make sure you got the same amount of meat on this side. If you start seeing a circle on this side and no circle on that side, then what you need to do, you need to bring your drill bit around this way. Okay, that's one way to ensure you stay in center of the pin. Okay, level?
Yeah.
So we'll check that as we go to make sure we try to stay center. Okay, there's still like a flat here, your round top and bottom. So we're good so far. Level?
Yeah.
Now we'll come back and we'll look at our hole. Oh yeah, looks good. Level?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to run your drill full speed, because you don't want to burn up the tip of your drill bit either. Okay, not too bad. We're slightly off center, but it's not going to hurt anything. The pin is just extra to try to keep everything together. We'll weld it again for a nice weld. Trouble is, if this one tears off, then we'll have to replace the jack. Okay, let's get a magnet and get that cleaned up.
You're recording.
Okay, so we got everything cleaned up. We used a magnet like on the concrete and stuff like that to pick up all of our metal chips from drilling the hole, because we have dogs and we don't need them prancing around on the metal chips. Now we're going to take and hammer our roll pin through the hole. We hope. Okay, we're gonna have to get a punch, and we're gonna have to turn that actually. Should have put it on from the other side. Okay, hold on, we gotta go get a punch because we're gonna hit the side of the jack as we hammer that. Okay, we don't have a small enough or a large enough pin punch for that large of a roll pin. We're just gonna use this old chunk that I used in one of my machine shops for a hold down when I clamp stuff to a milling machine table. It'll work. Okay, there we are, we're pinned in there. We will take our grinder and we'll kind of grind that flat. This roll pin's just a smidgen too big, or too long I should say. But now we're pinned, and then we'll come back and we'll weld this all the way around.
Okay.
No, I'm not. Well, not the greatest weld in the world, but it'll work. Well, as you can tell, not the greatest weld in the world, but I think it'll work. We got to make sure with the socket and the impact. There you have it. Repair well done. Now it'll work until it won't. All right, see ya.